What is up, everybody? It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe show, the home of Epic Conversations, and I'm the host of Epic Conversations, 2018 Innovation Award winner, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. I also co-host and co-produce the only online show in the world for dads, fathers, and male caregivers that is sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care. And being part of that movement since 2020, we have reached out directly and indirectly to over 400,000 dads, fathers, and male caregivers around the world. And as always, I'd like to say you're blessed, highly favored, a magnet for miracles, solution for someone's problem. We're broadcasting live on Friday, August 22nd, 2022. August is slowly going down, like it's slowly ending, just like the longer days are slowly ending, but we're still holding it on. And we have been having a past few days of fantastic weather in Toronto, where I am based, great area of Toronto. Yesterday, I was just talking with producer Matt before we went live. Perfect day. Not too hot, not too cold. If you wanted to wear shorts, it was cool. If you wanted to wear long pants, it was cool. If you wanted to go long sleeve, short sleeve, there was not humidity in the air. It was absolutely an amazing, amazing day. And Ryan Knight has showed up. OMG. So there he is.
Ew.
What's going on?
Good to see you. Things are good. Yes, I agree with you. Yesterday was picture perfect. They call it the Simpsons sky. You know when it looks like the intro to the Simpsons cartoon.
You know what? Funny it's mentioned. I've never been a big watcher of that show.
What? Oh man, I was big into the Simpsons. I can't believe it's is it 28 seasons
Yes.
going on now?
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. Yes. Long. Prob Would it probably run as probably the longest running sitcom of all time?
It has to be. Like only thing longer than that probably Young and the Restless. Like I can't think of anything that goes longer than that.
What's crazy you mentioned like, I know a lot of guys that watch that show.
If you because my wife's mom would watch it, and when we were living with her, so I'd catch it, and then my wife would watch it as well. And the story, it knows how to suck you in because you're like, oh, what? Who did what with whose sister? And she's the twin of who? And that person came back from the dead. It's like
I have
it
like
goes all. I think every storyline in history must have been covered in The Young and the Restless. Like, what is left? That's what I try to
it's so crazy because the last time I was in Jamaica, I have a very, very close uncle, and he has been addicted to that show for like the last 20, 25 years.
Oh wow.
Hardcore YNR was down there. I go into the touch room. There he is. I go, is that Victor? Is he still alive?
Yes.
OMG.
Yes. Still
Victor.
causing ruckus.
Victor. I'm telling you.
The
Why don't you
new
introduce yourself because you just got into the YNR for yourself, which is interesting.
but yes, for those that wondering who's in the green shirt, my name is Ryan Knight, one of the founders of or co-founders of the Afro Caribbean Business Network. We support entrepreneurs of African and Caribbean heritage, really to figure out what stage their business is in, and then help them create a strategy to grow. And I'm also an entrepreneur myself. I run a company called Detailing Nights. So we provide mobile waterless car cleaning. So we go to people's houses or their offices, clean their cars on the spot without using water, and our plant-based eco-friendly cleaning supplies. And as you mentioned, the weather has been, I would say, beautiful. Even when it's hot, I still love it. It just
I
means that
know.
we work a bit slower and take more breaks and drink more water, but I'll always take the heat over the cold. And we've had some great students go through our Young Entrepreneurs program, Knighthood Academy, and we've been doing more pop-up car wash fundraisers. So those are always fun, and getting to see younger like volunteers learn how to do the waterless car wash. So it's cool, and then the parents, they sometimes get into it too. So that's always fun.
Nice, nice. Yeah, like I would think of yesterday being a perfect detailing nights day. Yesterday,
Oh yeah,
especially.
no complaints.
Like and even earlier on this week when it was cooler, like I know was it on Wednesday, it was cloudy all day. It was cool, but still a good day
Nice.
to work. It wasn't raining,
True.
but it was cloudy and cool, and you wouldn't have to like You wouldn't be sweating by just standing still.
And we've had those days.
We have
And
definitely.
I'm noticing the morning is getting that crisp, that fall crisp,
Yes.
and you're like,
Well, and
oh, it's around the corner.
the nice thing too is you can sleep with your window open.
Right, right. Definitely breeze, like a good breeze coming through.
It's been really, really good. So I'm glad it's been a good detailing nights week. What else has been going on? There's a number of things. How has this? Well, you know what? The summer isn't done. Okay, we're talking about weather. Do you think we have another heat wave in the mix between now and the end of September?
I wouldn't think so. I think the fall crisp is settled in. If there's another heat wave, I'd be shocked. So
Oh, but
I,
we
I feel,
usually get
yeah,
a thing. We usually get a thing in September. We usually get a
okay.
the burst in September.
Watch for that. Yeah,
You know, I know
that'd be
you would.
welcomed.
You'd like that. You'd like that.
Yeah.
By the way, how is your dear wife's recovery from the accident?
Yeah, she's really getting a lot of rest because now she's a nurse. So being able to take a break from that intense work, I think going back to work is always going to be straining the body. So her getting some time off to really reboot, I think has been really good. So we'll
Nice.
see how long it takes because these soft tissue injuries, it really
Mhm.
lingers, man. I mean, I've been rear-ended and T-boned, and
Oh,
it,
what?
oh yeah. I mean, I drive so much. It's like it's
You've been T-boned?
yeah. Well, it was me T-boning a bus actually. So
Hold on.
that was
Okay.
oh man, when was this? This was in 2007
Well,
or six.
so I didn't,
So
so I
that
didn't,
dreaded
okay,
in
we have to do this
Brampton.
because you're a gangster, so we can do this.
What that for that for a drive-by. That's not for a T-bone.
But you're T-boning a bus, brother?
But no, the dreaded intersection at Dixie and Beauverde, where all the roads go downhill. And I remember it was Christmas Eve and it was black ice. So
Oh,
slid, tried to hit the brakes,
oh,
and no go. Went
oh,
right into the intersection
oh,
while
oh my
Brampton
God.
Transit was coming through. My Honda Civic totaled. I think I still have a picture of it in my gallery. Just yeah, so to live from that, because
Yeah.
if I had gotten into the intersection earlier, the bus would have T-boned me, and that would have been probably game over.
Ouch.
Yeah, man.
Ouch. No, the only, there was a period of time where I got into three accidents within 18 months and none of them were my fault.
Whoa, that's
But
wild.
the craziest one, and if people can visualize this and we'll go to break. I was traveling north on a young street, just north of the 401, if you know anything about Toronto. There's
Gotcha.
a set of lights there, just first set of lights north of the 401. And
Hmm.
okay, no, sorry, let me correct. I was going east west on the street, getting ready to make a left turn to go south on Young Street. Let me correct
Okay,
that.
gotcha.
Now, my light turns green.
Uh oh.
Yeah, okay, you're okay. You're going. Oh, I'm just pull out into the intersection to turn because it's green. Their car comes northbound through the bus lane
Whoa.
to go through the intersection
And the red light.
and the red light.
And it's like, how could you really? It's hard to prepare for something like
It,
that because it's
it
so
gets
crazy.
better. It gets
Right.
better. So I get hit.
Ooh.
Now, in retrospect, I shouldn't have done this, but I stayed in the car.
Okay.
Right? I didn't feel any physical injuries, but in retrospect, I should have probably got it because the car could have exploded.
Hitting well, it's far away from the gas tank. I would hope it wouldn't explode.
It wasn't near the gas sink,
Yeah,
so true.
but still,
So after about a minute or two, say, you know what? Am I okay? Yeah, okay, I feel okay. I get out of the car. The guy who hit me is 30 feet behind me. So think about it. He's traveling north. He
yeah,
ends up facing west
and behind you.
and behind me.
That's nuts. That's
So
crazy.
I get out of the car
Yes.
and so I check in. Are you okay?
Oh boy.
drunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say alcohol on the breath.
Yeah,
What
and
the
I just say,
heck?
okay. Now I
Sleep
don't know you.
driving, man. What?
Yeah, so you've been in a few car accidents. Who is usually the first person to show up?
Tow truck vault. Listen, it's like they have radar, man. I don't know how they. I guess they're
Bingo.
cruising around or something on the radio. They might overhear a call to the police, but
Yeah,
and
first
that is
person
the
that shows
Wild
up.
West. I don't know if people are following the tow truck drama or the saga of tow trucks being set on fire,
Oh
tow
yeah,
trucks being shot
I
up.
that was one of the things from this year. I go, I had no idea that this kind
It's
of
that
madness was going on.
intense. But they make a lot of money, especially when they pick up and then insurance has to pay for the drop off.
Yeah,
They'll hold people's car. It can get really dicey if you let the wrong person pick up your car.
well, it's crazy. So, tow truck driver shows up, then ambulance, then police, then fire truck. Each one of those groups saying, "How are you alive?"
So did
Everyone
he hit
said
like the front of
he
the
hit the
car, or
front
like
part,
so
and
did he hit you?
and he
Like
and then he ended up going down the street, going the down street east on an east-west street when initially traveling north on a north-south street.
yeah, because if you had come out anymore,
Oh, geez,
that would
done,
have been game over.
done,
That's
done,
wow.
done,
Holy smokes.
done, finish. Kaput. No
Because he
morning
was
vibe, no
probably like
doctor
just, he
vibe.
wasn't even trying to slow down. It
No.
was just
So
he was
think
going
so think
through.
about it. There's going north, there's two lanes, and then there's a bus lane. He goes through the bus lane
Ooh,
because
gotcha.
both lanes were occupied with cars. He went through the bus lane.
Right. And he probably like went around the cars that were stopped
And
just
then
to keep going.
yeah.
This is mental.
Wow. Yeah. So little known story about Dr. Vibe, but I survived that. Yeah, and he had to. We went to court and whatever it was. After I testified, the judge said, "This is the easiest deposition I've ever had to do. You got everything detailed down. Bang, bang, bang. You're good.
Yes.
See ya." All right. Well, let's go from accidents to accident. Some people are finally popped in. Okay. So we'll get to your comment in a moment. Who's got to come and see if you're going to call in again today. But we're going to take a break. And when we come back from break, we're going to do some house chores, tell you, as always, how you can call in. But we'll be back in 30 seconds. What is up, everybody? It's Doctor here. These are two ladies. They're not all over the place. They're forward and they're straight shooters.
I got to stand in front.
No wonder people don't understand what the Democrats have been doing. That man lied 36,000 times, and we know this because you all counted it.
This is part of the story that a lot of news outlets are not talking about. Yes, sir. Primetime Saturday with Aisha and Lala tomorrow. And every Saturday, 5 p.m. live Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific. And they already gave me their stories for this week. OMG, it's going to be
Boy.
another. Yeah, you're saying, oh boy.
Are they loving the South Park episodes about
There's a lot of things they're loving.
I man, they are not holding any punches. And the DOJ, so the Department of
Oh,
Justice.
is that Christy Nome? Is her name?
Oh, with the ice thing? With
Yeah, I heard about that.
Man, they
I
did
heard
her
about
wrong.
I heard about the Christy Nome thing.
And
I heard
JD
about the
Vance.
Pam Bondi thing.
JD Vance is my favorite character now.
Oh, he is. He
It's
is.
so bad.
Okay, all right. Well, let's do some housework here. Let's get down to it. So, you know what? Did I do this? Yes, I did do this. All right. Subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. We're still waiting just past 1,880 subscribers. Also follow the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Substack. Also join the Morning Vibe Discord group. Email me at dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com, or click on the link that you see on the screen, and it'll be in most of the chat platforms you're watching, and advertise your business, product, or service on any of the platforms I'm a part of. Email me dr.vibe at the dr vibeshow.com, and cannot forget Indie Soup TV, charged and powered by our good friend Dr. Tachi, who was on last Sunday on Black Canada talking with Cesar and myself for a whole hour. She was fantastic, and she called in, was on for a whole hour. And there is their YouTube site. Again, 28,000 subscribers, probably now 18, 19 months in operation. Content providers like myself featured on that platform, and I'm a member of the advisory board. So yes, we're getting back to Freestyle Friday that you are watching today on the Morning Vibe. And what we're going to do first. Okay, there's some comments here. Frequency Event Promotion says, glad that everything is okay with you. Yeah, well, this is a while back. This is many years ago. Many years ago. But there was a time I said, am I going to get hit today every time I went behind a wheel? It's like,
oh boy, you mess with your mental.
crazy. It was crazy. And Frequency Event Pro says, hold on, I'm just tuning in. When did this accident take place? These happened a long time ago. Long time ago. So before we go any further, and I know Frequency, you took advantage of this on Monday. You can go ahead again today if you want. You guys can call into what we are doing. You can contribute. We want your takes. So what we're going to do today, Producer Matt, can you do a screen share with that screen? So if you want to call in, you can, well, there's two ways, but the way here, if you want to go to callme.road.com, when you go to that website on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, or desktop, you're going to go to this site. And once you go to this site, you put in the code, what we have right here, FSPL8L. All your letters have to be in caps. And once you do that, you're going to be taken to this. And then all you need to do is put in your name. Let me take this off here. Oh, no audio available. Retry. Okay. Okay. You put in your name. And it won't probably work now because I'm going to give it permission. Let me just do it easy here. That makes it easy. All right. So you put in your name. If I want to put in Dr. Vibe, you put in your name and you just click on join call. Now, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to call into my own show, but that's all you need to do. So I wanted to do a visual on that so we can take that down. And we can take that down and then just, if Producer Matt, if you can just put up the screen share with it visually, it's giving the instructions if you have it. If not, it's also in the corner. Oh, and we also can put it as a banner at the bottom. So yeah, there we go. So that's what you can do. And I don't know if we have the graphic. Well, it's already in the corner. So in the corner, it's instructions there. It's also at the bottom on the banner there. And you notice there's also a QR code. You can swipe it and come in that way. All right. So all that is covered. And hey, if you want to call in again, no problem. Anybody else, you can call in. The nice thing I like about this feature, and I was chatting with Lala yesterday. She says, you know what? People don't need to have to worry about long distance. They can just swipe with their smartphone, the code, or they just go to their browser and do. So there we go. Sorry for that long word, but I wanted to add a visual component on how to call in. And thanks, Producer Matt, for helping us out with that visual component.
It's all good. And yes, we do have a giveaway today as well. So we're doing
okay.
the DK Birthday Club giveaway.
Okay. All right. All right.
If you haven't joined the birthday club yet, it is detailingnights.ca/birthday club. So, Matt, I'll pull that up when we're ready.
All right. And also in the house, Fitness IQ Cam says, morning. Good to see you, Fitness Cam. Fitness IQ, you always say you're shy to call in. We'd love you to call in. But let's talk about, so anything you want to chat about during the week. I have a number of things, but I know you're probably just here to the top hour, so I want to make sure I give you platform. But there's a number of things I want to chat about.
Well, two things that are on my mind really quickly. Deep condolences to the family of the young 8-year-old that got killed in his bed. If you can think of a nightmare, anything worse than that for a parent, I don't want to hear it, because I can't think of what it would be like to be sleeping with my child and then stray bullets hit
Yeah.
them and they pass away in your arms. It is the peak of a parent's nightmare. So and you always try to say like, oh, it'll heal with time, and just, oh, don't worry.
Doesn't.
You can't tell a parent that when your child gets killed in that way. So, and I know the folks, this would be right where Louis March would be front and
Yes.
center to
Yep.
talk through this issue. I know Marcel Wilson from One by One, the One by One movement, they've been involved. But yeah, it's anybody that is helping support this family, and we're trying to figure out how to help as well. Please do reach out, because yeah, it'll take more than time to help heal this type of tragedy. And you really feel helpless, because what could you have done differently? And as a parent, like, I would feel like, did I put my child in this position? Like, you wonder what's running through the mother's head of ways that they could have avoided this. And man, it's just wrong place, wrong time. And it's tough. It's been really weighing on my head, thinking through, this
Mm.
happens so random. Like, you think you're keeping your child as safe as possible. Like, how much more safe could you keep them, and still a tragedy like this would happen? So
Mm.
I was listening to some of the press conferences they were having, and the politicians politicking, but nobody has a real answer. Like, you can't.
Solutions.
So yeah, that's been tough.
Okay, so that brings up a very interesting thought process. What would have happened if the Prime Minister of Canada did the same sort of action that the President of the United States is doing with Washington?
The National Guard stuff.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that what went to court, because what he did with the truckers? He did that. It was some sort of like military execution, or it gave the police more powers to allow them to go in and remove the truckers. And then he came under hot water for executing that order. So I mean, not on the same level as what Trump is doing with the, I guess, calling in the National Guard in
Yep.
Washington,
Yep.
executing a military state almost. But we've tested out that boundary with Trudeau calling in.
How would you feel if Prime Minister Mark Carney said, the crime is rampant in Ontario, and I'm going to bring in the RCMP and Premier forces. I'm going to bring in the OPP to be on ground in Toronto 24/7.
You never want a military state. Like, I've been to countries where the military is walking through the street with AK-47s. That is not a state of peace of mind. Like, it might keep the peace to an extent. Like, people can make the argument that it's similar to the argument of having police in schools. It's now, if we want to keep the children safe, because there might have been a shooting in the past, we're going to have police present in the schools. And do you want your kids learning in an environment where it feels like a military state? Like, it's not conducive to, like, the environment that you're in has a lot to do with how you perceive the world. And if you're always seeing military presence or police presence, you're going to think you're in a state of, not defense, but you're always on edge, because if you're like, oh, if the police are here, that means something might happen. Like, that's what I always think. If the military is around, you feel like, am I living in a place where something is about to happen at all times? So yes, when a tragedy like this happens, it allows people that want more power and control over the residents to execute these things. So Donald Trump could have found any statistics or waited for any shooting in Washington to say, oh, you see how dangerous it is? Military on the streets. But to me, that's really a test of how much pushback will the public give if I call military, that military state. Because I feel like this is a test. He's trying to figure out, okay, if I do it here, Now can I do
Well,
it? Okay, this
but
is
he already did it in Los Angeles.
true. So maybe that was the test.
But you
This is
notice
part
though,
two.
notice he's the only Los Angeles,
Mm.
Washington, two Democratic run cities,
Ah,
right? And
okay.
notice also that the crime rate is dropping in Washington over the last few years. Plus,
Right.
well, we can go really down a rabbit hole on this, so I'll just do it for a little bit. First of all, there's a gentleman named Michael Wolff. People may or may not know this name, but he has written 4 books on 47.
Okay.
And also he had a chance to be have access to the White House during 45's administration before he became 47.
Mm.
He pursued residence or lived in the White House for 8 months, so he knows a lot about 47.
Sure.
He has a lot of people that tell him stuff that's going on in the current White House, and he's saying that about 2 weeks ago, when the Epstein thing was at its full blow,
Mm.
47 had a meeting of his cabinet. And he came in and said, "I need something."
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Meaning that I need to do something to divert all this heat with Epstein. Now,
Right.
actually, now people remember Doge.
Okay.
Remember
Yeah. Yeah.
Doge?
That Elon Musk was running.
Yes. Well, apparently, one of the people from Doge allegedly got attacked or mugged in Washington. And
Yeah.
47 said, "Okay, let me go on this story and see where I can
Ah,
divert."
you
This
see,
is
when
an
you wait for something
alleged
to happen.
alleged to divert because no one's talking about Epstein anymore. You notice that?
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't say no
No,
one.
not to the pitch that it was a few weeks ago,
Yeah, like, but
right? The
they need
diversion,
to put pressure on that because if they fall
divergent,
for this okey doke, yeah, we're
divergency, diverge,
exactly.
diverge, diverge, diverge.
Yeah,
But it's real, really interesting to see that.
because what
I
came out was they're showing a lot of the bank transactions between Trump and Epstein now. So they're saying close to $1 billion transferred. So that has to
never
be
gone away.
explained.
It
So
won't totally go away, but
it
he's got
can't
his
go
purpose
away. Yeah.
diverting it around. Uh, it's just really interesting to see and how the media just jumps away from it. Like the media, a lot of the major media is his lapdog. But obviously they want him because it brings ratings, right?
That,
But I
yes.
would, if people want to find out more, one of the sites I do tune into two. One is Midas Touch,
Right, right. I've seen that one.
and actually Midas Touch is starting a Canadian chapter. Midas Touch Canada's company,
Oh, gotcha.
and there's the Daily Beast.
Okay.
The Daily Beast is going really, and Michael Wolff is on there twice a week, and he's he interviewed Epstein. He knows a lot of stuff.
Mm,
If you want to go down that rabbit hole about 45 and 47, really, really, the thing about bringing troops. The thing I'll say about that is bringing troops isn't the real solution. Is what is the problem? Because people have so much poverty. That's why
exactly.
what's one of the roots of crime. They're not talking about the poverty.
Right.
They
Because
just,
people
let's
living
get
in a
let's
pressure
import.
cooker.
Don't want to solve the
Right.
real one of the root causes of poverty. No, let's strong, tough. The strong. Now a lot of people get fooled. Yeah. Oh well, we want to. Who doesn't want crime to be stamped out? I
Right.
don't disagree with that. But we're not looking at the root cause of the crimes in a lot of
Exactly.
cases. They don't care about that.
It's
Don't care
more
about.
of band-aid solutions.
Yes. All right, let's get back to some cons because a lot have piled in here. And again, folks, why don't you call in? See, it's up in the top corner. Would love you to call in. Get back to some comments here. Frequency event promotions goes. Greetings. How to Finance IQ Cami goes. Greetings. How goes it? Let's hear your podcast voice. I don't know if she's ever going to call in. Good morning, Tim Frey says, "What's up, everybody? Good to hear you." Uh, we missed something. Okay, I saw something that Frequency put in, but I don't see it now. But Fitness IQ Can goes, "Oh my gosh, condolences." Now you had a comment, Frequency, and I know that she was responding. I don't see it right now. But she also goes, "Bahaha, Frequency." And we've also, yes. Okay, so Frequency Event Promotions has here. My condolences to the business owner of La's Authentic Cuisine.
Yes.
Let's we'll come to
Jerry?
that. We'll come back that in just a moment. We also got catch up on comments here. Okay, Frequency Event Promotion says Office of Tim Frey, good day to you, sir. Happy Friday. Dr. Tachi's in the house. Minnie St. Clair says morning listening with multiple sclerosis, relapse, and chronic pain. Oh no.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it doesn't last too long.
Yeah, Minnie St. Clair says Dr. Tachi is wishing you well. Minnie St. Clair, Dr. Tachi says, Minnie St. Clair says, this is my longest relapse. I'm quickly learning many things do not reduce to discomfort pain. Dr. Tachi says, mugged. And Dr. Tachi says,
in quotes.
yes. Yes. And Dr. Tachi, Minnie St. Clair, sending you some healing hugs. All right, we are caught up. And Fitness IQ Cam says, praying for you, Minnie. We are all having prayer. One of the Morning Vibe family, we are praying for you. All right, so we are caught up. But yeah, oh, hold on. Tim Frey is calling in. So let's see if Mr. Frey is going to join us this morning.
All right.
Mr. Frey? Tim Frey? Are you here?
Test.
Testing. We're not hearing you, Tim. Give us another call. All right. Tim, call back. I saw that you were trying to call in. Let's do it again. Great song by the Staple Singers, by the way, from a movie that had Bill Cosby in it. Can't remember the name of the movie, but yeah. But yes, getting back to last. Oh, Tim's going to try again. Okay. Tim, can you hear us? There we go. Okay. Why am I not hearing you, Tim? He's talking, but we're not hearing him. Which is
an audio feed.
That is weird. Yeah, he is talking. Hold on a second here. That is weird.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Tim. That's weird because I say something, Tim.
Yeah, nothing coming through on our side.
Yeah, something is up. All right, we will disconnect. Actually, also, can someone else try? Because that's interesting because it was working. Last time we were on here, it was working, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's talk about. Okay, Dr. Tachi, of course, says the name of the movie was Let's Do It Again. Yeah, that movie had, if I'm not mistaken, Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby starred in it. And Minnie St. Clair says, Mike, check Tim.
Right.
Yeah, like that's, well, hey, can someone try and call in other than Tim? I just want to make sure that this thing is working properly. But yeah, let's talk about Jerry, co-owner of La's Cuisine. Very shocking news. For those people who may not know, La's Cuisine, a wonderful restaurant establishment in Main Street in Markham, which is just outside the Greater Toronto area. And I was taken aback to hear that the co-owner passed away. And I remember last meeting him at the Buy Black Restaurant Week kickoff a few months ago. And now hearing that, I go, whoa.
Gotcha. Yeah, and again, to the family, it's these not like random or just unexpected things that you have to deal with. The pressure you can only imagine, and I know running the restaurant itself was such like a daunting task, and now for one of the co-owners to be gone, that puts a lot of pressure on his wife. That was, I think, the main cook. She was the chef.
Laz. Yep.
Laz, yeah. So,
yeah, and I feel bad too because I was wanting to get up there. I've been there before, but said I would get up there again, and it really gives a reflection to say, do it when you can because you never know. And right now, understandably, the restaurant is temporarily closed. We're speaking blessings and our condolences to the family, not only now but going forward in their endeavors, and we are here any way we possibly can to support them. Oh, let's see, Dr. Tachi. Hold on. Okay. Dr. Tachi, can you hear us? Okay, so there is a challenge.
Yeah, I don't hear anything coming in.
Yeah, there is a challenge on my end then because this is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. This is weird. This is really weird. Let me just check something quick. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, we just heard it.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey,
Okay.
Dr.
Thank
Patrick.
you. What did you just?
Yeah, I was just calling it to check. Yeah, you can hear
Okay.
me, yes?
All right. Good. So, Tim, don't feel so bad. Dr. Tachi, you want to hang for us a bit, or you just wanted to call in to check in?
Well,
Yeah, I've got some time to hang.
just before you run, I was curious. Did you invest in Dr. Umar's school?
No, hold on a second. We're actually going to be we're actually going to be talking about that on Monday with Emma Ansel in our monthly visit. But if you guys want to start chatting about that, and also, and Dr. Tachi, also, have you heard about the latest controversy behind Jamie Foxx?
Oh,
Oh, do tell. We had a great program last night on Black debutantes, so I was preparing for that all week. I haven't seen that.
Okay, so which
gotcha.
one do we want to chat about first? Seeing that we're going to talk about it also on Monday, which one do you want to chat about first, Dr. Tachi?
Can we talk about Dr. Umar?
Okay. Okay, Ryan, go ahead.
I'm curious. Yeah. So, have you been following the drama, the saga?
So I've been following a little bit about this, and I was like, Dr. Umar school. That was my first thing. So
Right.
can you tell me a little bit more about this? Because I have my thoughts on.
Absolutely. So, for those that might have been following, the speaker, Dr. Umar, Pan Africanist, and 15 years ago, he had introduced this concept of building a school or renovating a school or getting access to a school so that they could have their own academy. And so, I feel like it was 8 years ago or 7 years ago, they acquired one in Delaware. So he had been raising money this whole time, always asking for donations. If you watch anything with Dr. Umar, you'll notice at the end he's always throwing up the Cash App or the Venmo or whatever it takes to get donations in. So they were able to acquire a school. So in Delaware, there's two buildings, and they called it the FDMG Academy. So the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. So the two different buildings, and now, but it was under not distress, but it needed repair. So it was now the money that was raised, and there's estimates that say as low as $1.6 million to as high as $5 million that was raised in donations. And a lot of it can't be tracked because of these cash apps and cash given. So now what came out recently is that Dr. Umar came on Instagram Live and said that bank accounts have been frozen, the school's bank accounts have been frozen, his personal bank accounts have been frozen, and it turned out the city of Delaware, Wilmington, no, the city of Delaware, Delaware is a state, Wilmington, I think, is the city that it's in, and they wanted or they needed a payment of about $42,000 for back taxes. So this sparked, where did all the money go? How come you don't have money to pay these taxes? How come you haven't finished renovating the school yet? You've raised so much money. So the stink of scam is very thick right now, and we're trying, because I've donated to the school. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but I said, you know what? I want to see this type of school exist. I do believe in some of the things Dr. Umar talks about, especially around education. So there's a lot of people that believed that, not so much that they believed he could do it, but believed that it should be done. And he was taking these steps to actually get it done. So a lot of supporters, and now there's like two factions. There's the diehard supporters that still feel like, hey, it's possible. And then there's a lot of people that are now, I would say, piling on, calling this a complete hoax, a scam. There was never going to be a true school. So that, I would say, is the overview of it. But yeah, do you feel he took the millions and ran, or could we possibly see a Dr. Umar school in the future? Oh, did we lose Dr. Tachi? Is it just me? I don't hear anything.
Hello?
Oh, now I hear you.
Okay. Okay, good. So I was saying that I would hope that if he collected the money under the guise of educating young minds, that there will be some sort of Dr. Umar school. And I don't know what the plans were outlined for it, how big in scope it was supposed to be.
Mm.
So I don't know exactly, but I hope some sort of something comes out of this. But I was reading something, and this is interesting.
Mm.
People give Dr. Umar a lot of grace when
Right.
it comes to things because of who he is or who he supposedly is and the body that he inhabits. And it's interesting that even though she works my nerves,
Mhm.
don't give Amanda Seals the same grace. Now, part of that is because he's,
Right.
quote, Dr. Umar. And I think people give a lot of credence to having that title of doctor. As a doctor myself, I can say not all doctorates are created equal.
Yeah.
Call me an academic snob. I don't care. I am.
Right. Right.
There are differences.
Hey,
So,
you worked hard for it.
yes, I'm just saying. But anyone who has that DR title in front, there is a certain amount of respect and
Mm.
reverence given to them because of that. And Amanda Seals has a master's, but she doesn't have that doctorate. So I think sometimes that's the thing. I think the other thing is people framed her as this type of woman that is annoying, which she can be. She has problems with everyone, it seems. But I'm wondering, they're talking the same game basically
Mhm.
a lot of times, but people will give Dr. Umar a pass, but not her. And I can't help to think it's because she's a woman
Mhm.
that they say, oh, she's emotional and she's annoying. Whereas Dr. Umar will say the same things,
Mhm.
and some people will find him annoying, but they will give him a pass. Let Amanda Seals try and start a school and not deliver and see what happens. The world will burn.
Well, this is where I would
The
expect Amanda
standards.
Seals to actually do it with a team, even though she might rub a lot of people the wrong way. I could see her understanding there's a difference between having education and knowing that how to teach or the curriculum
Correct.
and the real estate and the development and the building of a school. Like Dr. Umar feels like he can do it all, and this is definitely, I would say, a male ego, uh,
Yes.
not narcissistic, where you don't even want to
Okay.
collaborate with people.
Before we
Yeah,
before we go any further, I have your permission to interrupt if I can.
yeah.
So a few
Absolutely.
things. First things first, Tim Frey, hold off right now with this service. Only one person can be on the line at a time. And I see you're trying to call in.
Oh,
Just hold no, Dr. Tachi, no problem. Hold on. You're good. Second of all, Dr. Tachi, you're reading my alleged mind because there was a very interesting article I read on theroot.com yesterday saying the
uh-huh.
exact same thing that you are
Oh,
saying, that
really?
how come Dr. Umar gets a pass and Amanda Seals doesn't get a pass? And the person concluded the only reason is because she's a woman.
It has to be. Now, again, this does not mean that Amanda Seals is right in her approach. I'm also a
Mhm.
communication person, and I don't necessarily like her approach to things, and she won't apologize. I'm not asking her to apologize for it, but there is a way when it comes to communication that is more palatable for people to understand your point of view and accept your point of view. Whereas if you're coming at people defensively all the time, is problematic. But I would posit that also Dr. Umar comes off defensively and does things the same way. But I think people just ascribe that to maleness. Now, that's not all men and that's not all males. Unfortunately, his actions will speak to maleness as a whole. And it's hard to do this, but we have to stop speaking in absolutes when it comes to different groups because there are no absolutes to any group, right? Even though there are large numbers of members of that group that may exhibit the same behaviors, there are no absolutes. So we just have to try and avoid blanket statements, but it is what it is. So that's my thought on this. I would hope something comes of it. And this is also what I don't want. We also overly protect when it's us. So if it doesn't come to fruition,
Right.
what may happen is we'll be like, oh, well, they're just trying to keep a brother down. No, he didn't do what he was supposed to do with the damn money.
That's the card he's playing. Is that, oh, it's racism? He's pulling every single trope out of the box to say why the school hasn't been. And by all means, there has been sabotage of Black people doing great things for the Black community. So you can't discount that it's possible. But also, if you just look at a project management scope, it's been very poorly managed. And so we can't just say it's racism. We have to look at, hey, was this project actually being managed well? Even if there was good intentions, it's not 15 years or 8 years. You'd have a lot more progress, is all I'm saying. So you can't have it both ways. You can't have bad project management and claim racism. And both could be true.
Exactly. But both could absolutely be true. And there probably is a modicum of all of that in it. But
Yeah.
when we know that something like discrimination and racism could be factors in you getting things accomplished, you have to have impeccable
But
organization skills. You
that's
can't let
exactly
there
what I was
be
thinking.
room for anything,
You can't play.
right?
It's like you have to be on top of your game. And when you now falter, as soon as you trip, everybody is ready to pounce and call it a scam and totally discredit it. It's gonna be so much like more difficult to raise money now, exactly because of what you said. Since all this systematic racism exists, when we want to do bold things, and it's unfortunate because we don't get that grace to fail. We have to be on our P's and Q's and execute to the fullest. And when you falter, man, they're just waiting. Like the vultures are waiting.
And I hate that for us because I also needed to add another thing. I was reading something yesterday of when it comes to look at all these founders, right? Tech founders, founders of different things that happen to be non-melanated and male. They can fail, as the old folks say, 50, 11 times, and then
Elon
they
Musk
will
blew up
able
3 rocket
to
ships.
raise money.
Yes.
They will still be able to raise venture capital, but you lost 20 billion dollars on the last thing. No worries, we'll put in more money. It's like some of these non-melanated men can do no wrong, but like you said, we don't have the option of failing because when you fail once, that's usually it for you when it comes to raising outside money and outside capital because the failure is ascribed to you as an individual. Whereas for them, it is not because of a character trait. It's outside external locus of control thing. So that's why to Dr. Umar, no, we don't have the luxury of saying outside forces. And that's unfortunate. I hate that we cannot. Failure is part of the human experience. It teaches you better for the next time. So I hate that we have to be so perfect that we cannot be allowed to fail and therefore learn from our mistakes. And even in the way he's talking about it, you can't even talk about your failures in that sense.
Right.
It has to be something outside because then you've admitted that you as an individual are a failure, which is what they're trying to say in the first place. So you have to find an outside source to ascribe that to. And I hate that for us. I hate that we cannot be allowed to fail because you can't improve without knowing what's wrong in the first place.
Absolutely. I mean, Elon Musk blew up 3 rocket ships and still
Hey,
literal rocket ships, millions, billions, and still is able to raise money, like you said.
and how many times has the occupant of the White House been bankrupt?
They say it could be in the hundreds.
Mentally or physically or financially.
Well, he's bereft.
Every level.
But he's completely bereft. But
Oh man.
yes, all of it. How many times? Well, let's talk about financially. How many times has he been financially bankrupt, but still
Hmm.
able to raise money?
Well,
So there's,
he ain't bankrupt anymore after this presidency.
Yes, he's
no, he's
figured out how to
bankrupted
get the hands in the
the
purse.
country, but
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
we appreciate you calling in, Dr. Tachi. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, Dr. Tachi. What is going on with Indie Soup Media these days?
well, as we said last night, we had an amazing program. We are the official media sponsor now for the National Black Debutante Project. If you remember, I had Dr. Nikita Harris, who is a really good friend and a classmate of mine, and she started an initiative educating people about the role of Black debutantes in society and of cotillions in society, and really diving into the history, which
Mm.
is something I been around that when I was younger. Started the process myself, but didn't finish. But I had no idea about the history of it, and even these cotillion clubs may not know as much. So she's really been diving deep into the history. She's been featured in a lot of places, and so we came on as the official media sponsor. So just about monthly, we'll do different conversations about cotillion culture and other things. So last night was the second national conversation we had, and it was phenomenal. We had five young ladies who were recent debutantes come on and talk about their experience, and it was really well attended. So
Nice.
that's what we're doing now as well, adding those types of national conversations.
Excellent.
That.
Excellent. Well, look, we are going to let you go. Thanks as always
Thank you.
for being available. And we'll probably catch up sometime today and see what's going on in the world of Indie Soup Media. Oh, you know what? We need to keep you on, Dr. Tachi, for a moment.
Okay. Okay.
Um, the program that you went through, that is the organization that was started by Pharrell Williams.
Yes.
So Dr. Tachi was part, what's the name of it again?
Black Ambition.
It was the Pharrell Williams Black Ambition Fundable Founders Cohort.
Amazing.
So
Okay.
Dr. Tachi went through it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw Dr. Tachi. They did a Canadian version called
She
Mellow
brought
Moon.
that to my
Yeah,
attention.
I tagged you in it. You didn't
Yeah.
look.
Yeah,
You didn't
we had
look.
no idea.
But see, this is the thing that we were shaking our heads up here, because if you wouldn't have brought, so Ryan's fairly plugged in. Ryan is, I believe, one of the faces of Black entrepreneurship in Canada. If you wouldn't have brought that to his attention and my attention, we would have known nothing about it.
Which is wild.
See, well, that really speaks to a larger issue, right?
Yes.
Of the connections between not just Canada and the U.S.,
But in
but
Canada.
Black Canadians
That
and
right
Black
there.
Americans.
Right there.
That's a huge thing, because I love the fact when as soon as I saw that, I said, "Oh, I got to tell all my Toronto folks," because
Yes,
I know quite a number of you, and I grew up across the border. So
Yeah.
that really says that there needs to be, honestly. I would have loved to see, and this is maybe a good conversation piece, since Ryan, you have this high and mighty position, Oxtail King. I think that you definitely should be plugged in with them, and that
Yeah.
this is a way for them to, oh, well, we know who to go to first,
Yeah.
to get this information out, right?
Well, so just opening up all things, Dr. Tachi knows the lady, or one of the key
Yeah.
players in this, and she just reached out because we're hoping that myself and Dr. Tachi can do an interview of this lady
Yeah, that'd be
in
amazing.
the very near future. But I agree with you, Dr. I think my biggest concern is the lack of communication within Black Canada. That is my biggest concern. That why was this kept so secretly, especially to Black Canadian media?
And there could be a number of things. Obviously, I don't know.
Neither do I.
But I think I don't know how the communication works in Canada within not just the community, but the Black community. So I don't know how it works, but it really seems that there could have been more, like especially Black media should have
Thank you.
carried this. And here's the thing: I saw it. Obviously, I follow all of their accounts because I'm part of that family now.
Mm.
But I saw it like kind of late, and then I was like, "Oh, well, let me let people know." But I bet they already know, and I
Right.
didn't really know.
No, don't make that
Respect,
assumption.
right? Yeah.
Don't make that assumption. No, I'm really I'm disappointed, and the organization has collaborated with them. I'm going. They've. I just went out there. They've never. I've approached them in the past to come on the show. Never accepted. So I don't
Well,
know if they have something.
they need another email that has the list of the black media outlets, and we need to like stuff it down their throat because clearly they're not purposefully going out to black media to announce things. So I feel we gotta get front and center in their face.
There's a big concern. So if and when I have a chance to have that conversation, they'll say, okay, what was the reason for not really promoting this as wide as you could? Because if I Oh, I'm listening, but I need to jump. Oh, sorry, Tim. We're not going to get you to call in. Sorry, you got to do your 10 a.m. meeting. Sorry about that. But next time, Tim, next time, sorry about that. But yeah, I just was really disappointed about that because Ryan and myself know a lot of Black Canadian entrepreneurs. And I bet you, I would say the large majority have no idea of this thing. And the deadline has already passed, let alone Ryan had to go on a day before. He did it online. So if Ryan doesn't know about it, and he's one of the faces of Black Canadian entrepreneurship, how many other people don't know about it?
And this is the thing because the organization is amazing, and they're
See?
really trying
Yeah.
to um, pump up Black entrepreneurship. They were really pushing Black founders, and you know what? It's not just Black because there were other people in our cohort that were not Black. Just entrepreneurship in general, but obviously the goal is to cultivate a space where Black founders can thrive. And the fact that they reached across the border to Canada is amazing. So I hate that. So okay, there's again, I don't know a whole lot about it, but so you're telling me there's a organization that they partnered with
Yes.
in Toronto that is part. What is it called? Is it what?
FACE.
FACE,
FACE.
okay.
FACE. I don't know what the
FACE.
acronym stands for, but
Okay.
now I did go into their social media channels and they did promote it there. They promoted their social media channels. Pardon me?
And they do have a large reach, I would say, nationwide across Canada because a lot of people have applied for their loan program. So probably they felt they did get it out to a lot of people. So I'm hoping that they got a lot of submissions because they put it in their newsletter on their Instagram. But Black media outlets like By Blacks, Caribbean Vibrations TV, Dr. Vibe, I didn't see it. Toronto Caribbean newspaper, I didn't really see it in Black media outlets. So
And
they were just
here's another thing I want to add on to that. Did they even share it with other Black entrepreneur organizations so their cohorts could apply?
See that's
a good question.
that's a whole other kettle of fish.
And
Because I mean, I don't want to put it like this, but was there some gatekeeping that was
well,
happening?
okay. So Ryan runs an organization. They didn't know about it, and I'm gonna call. There's at least one other person I know who is part of a Black Canadian entrepreneur organization. I'm gonna find out if he knew about it. But because one didn't know, that's one too many.
Yeah,
Just my
yeah.
thought.
I No, absolutely. And if I had seen it earlier, because I think I saw it the week before it was due, and that's when I told you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had been open for like a
Had I
whole
seen
month by
it
then.
earlier, I would have made sure that you knew earlier so that you could get it out. Um, but it's unfortunate. So hopefully they did get a lot of submissions. I know this probably will not be the only time they do it based on the success of this program, and I just hope it
Good,
grows and then grows to more cities in Canada that have
Well,
Black founders.
well, this is why I'm speaking that we'll have this conversation with the lady, and say, hey, there's a lot of people out here that didn't know about this, and just going forward, that's like because I'm not going to say that because I may get accusations there, so I'll hold my tongue on that. I'm just disappointed that a lot of people had no idea about this, who could have had a chance, an opportunity, even just to apply. Because based on what you've shared with us, the experience is incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
The I can't even encapsulate in words
There
the
you go.
experience.
Nice.
Just phenomenal. First of all, it was an honor to be chosen
Yep.
to participate in this. And again, there are other programs. What I don't know, so the Black Ambition Prize, there's the first thing they came up with was the Black Ambition Prize, where they are funding Black founders. To date, I believe they have given 13 million in funding to
Hello.
121
Wow.
Black founders.
Hello.
Yeah, so they're really working on it. So, but I don't know that they excluded Canadians. I can't speak on it for sure, but you Canadians may be eligible to do the Black Ambition Prize. So the deadline for that has already passed, but when it comes up again, that's something to check into to see if you all are able to apply for that. So they have a lot of different programs. The first one they have
Yeah,
being
this
the Black
is
Ambition Prize, and
yeah.
then a lot of other things. So check out some of the other programs and see if you're eligible for that as well.
Well, this is why I'm speaking that we're going to get this lady on and really do a deep dive into her organization and see. I'd even pitch, hey, we'd love to be your media part for Black Canadians.
I'm
I,
going to reach out to her again. I've
yeah,
known her for a number of years since
thank you.
I think since I got here. She's amazing. She's been she's a serial entrepreneur. She's done some amazing things, and so I had an opportunity to in 2016. I had her on Mediascope, and that's the time when she was
Whoa.
doing
Nice.
Black Tech Week
Oh my gosh.
here. Yeah,
Okay.
so they actually sold Black Tech Week, and so
Oh,
when I got
yeah.
here, she had a company called Feverish Pops, where they went around to different events in South Florida, and they had adult popsicles, right? So they had non-alcoholic and alcoholic popsicles, but they were delicious, made with like real whole fruit,
Oh,
and
nice.
so they were popular everywhere. Whenever anybody had an event, Feverish Pops were there. I think she sold that. Then she did Black Tech Week, and she also has a co-working space down here. I forgot
Mm.
the name of it, but there's a co-working space and a tech incubator that she has here.
Okay,
And
we need to
then
get
she
her on. We
became,
need we need to get her
yes,
on.
I'm gonna reach out
Yeah,
to
yeah.
her
We
again.
got to make this happen. We got
That's amazing.
this is good. This is really good. This is good. This is good.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, okay. We'll let you go. I may ask you to come back on because I know Ryan probably has to leave, but we're gonna let you go for now. Thank you for everything
Okay,
that you do, and we'll chat.
okay. Thank you, guys.
Oh, my pleasure. Our
Really
pleasure.
good
Take
seeing
care.
you. And
Bye bye. All right. She
I
is off, and I know
do,
you want to set up your and screens. Okay. So, producer Matt,
yes,
if we can make this happen with the screen share, while we're okay, and we also have some comments, so we'll do this. So Ryan, if you can speak to that, you got your birthday.
wonderful. So yes, each week we'll try and do it weekly, but we talk about the Detailing Nights Birthday Club. So definitely join if you go to detailingnights.ca. We want to help celebrate your birthday with a royal detailing. So those that are part of the club, they get exclusive discounts their entire birthday week. And also each week we're doing the daily or the prize draw so you can win exterior car wash. So we do our drawing. Where is our wheel? So
The wheel in the sky
people
keeps
that
on
have
turning.
signed up to the birthday club, we put them into a draw, and we're gonna see them during the week to get them their free car wash. So I'll do the spin and see who wins. All right. Is that Opal? I wonder if it's our Opal. I'm glad that you joined. So, Opal, we're going to be reaching out to you to
Well, that'll be
Freestyle Watch.
interesting.
Yeah, I'll touch base with you.
Okay. That's fantastic. All right. We can take it down. That is good.
All
Something
right,
tells
brother.
me that Dr. Knight has to jump.
Yes, but always good seeing you. So we
We'll
shall
see.
touch
So
base
be
soon.
ready on Monday. We're going to be chatting about more about Dr. Umar, and Jamie Foxx is in a very interesting situation.
Oh boy. All right. Looking forward to that.
All right. Have a good one, Ryan. We'll see you. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Okay. So let's jump on to catch up on some comments. So, so let's go back a bit. Fitness IQ Cam says that's usually the case. And that's when we were talking about Dr. Umar Johnson and Amanda Seales. Interesting thing, Amanda Seales was on a YouTube show where she's looked at as a liberal black person, and she was surrounded by 20 black conservatives. So it's her versus 20 black conservatives. Now, I don't know, Dr. Touch, I don't know the name of the platform. I watch a lot of stuff on it. It's very interesting, but it was quite informative and entertaining. Minnie St. Clair says generalization creates the us versus them division. Good morning, Derek T. Tuggle says good morning to myself, Ryan, and Dr. Tachi. Dr. Tachi says back, hey, Derek T. Tuggle. Minnie St. Clair says many things are designed to not to have everyone know about it. Look at the Canada Disability Tax Credit. Yep, talking about the lack of broad knowledge with Black Canadian entrepreneurs about a really good opportunity that has gone and passed. They get a specific budget and they don't want to use it on everyone. I can't speak to that. I'm not on the inside. Dr. Chachi says, if I was in the GTA, I would join the club. Talking about Ryan's giveaway. And Chelsea says, congratulations, Opal. All right. So we're on for another little bit. Oh, and Dr. Chachi says, yes, the show is called Surrounded. There, see, that's... And if you want to watch some very interesting online content, Surrounded is very, very good. It's very, I find it quite an interesting show. So think about it. Say you're a progressive black individual and you're surrounded by 20 black conservatives and you have to basically take them on, or they try to take you down. And it's handled pretty good. All right. What else we want to chat about today? What are some other things that are going on in your world? It is Freestyle Friday. So, Dr. Tachi, now I know, sorry, Tim, and I feel so bad. Tim Frey is in a meeting now. He can't call in. But hey, anyone else, you can call in. You can call in and express yourself. You can see in the corner there. You can go to callme.road.com and use the code in capital letters FSPL8L. Or you can swipe the QR code and it'll get you where you want to chat about. If no one's calling, and if Dr. Tachi, if you want to call back in, I'm just going to go in. One of the wins I had this week, I attended a massive AI event on Wednesday. It was incredible. And the lady who runs it, I'll give out her name, Alicia Little. She's known as the Queen of AI. She did a 4-hour free online summit about AR. It was out of bounds. You were there too, Dr. Tachi? What? Was that something else? Oh, Fitness IQ Camp says, ooh, do tell. Dr. Tachi says it was amazing. Dr. Tachi, why don't you call back in? Let's share our experiences from it. It was wow. Would love to get your insights on it, Dr. Tachi. I was just, bam, my head was just going crazy. And now here's one of and the funny, I hadn't heard nothing about this lady till about a week ago. And there's a gentleman named, I can't remember his Omar, and I can't remember his Al-Takori. He used to be part of, can't remember. But he interviewed her and said, okay. And then all of a sudden in my YouTube feed, I'm doing a 4-hour AI summit. I go, what? And then when the stuff that she was dropping, it was phenomenal. Like, I mean, this lady knows. And now here's something interesting. She's of Jamaican heritage. Her father was born in Jamaica. So I went online and did some research on it. She has been doing marketing, digital marketing for years, and has a very, very big footprint, not only initially in Jamaica, but now throughout the world. She is the queen of AI. And if you, Dr. Tachi is back. Dr. Tachi?
Hey there.
Hey, I had a feeling you, once I went into this and called you up, was that not, how much of it did you watch?
The whole thing.
What was that not phenomenal?
It was beyond phenomenal. In fact, I've been following her for a little bit of time, and of course, all of the ads were popping up on Instagram, etc. But she was a speaker at the podcast conference, Podcast Summit, ATL,
Yep.
that I attended the week before.
Yes.
So she was a speaker there. So that's when I started seeing, I said, okay, let me go ahead and register for this. This is the first time. And, there have been so many amazing experiences I've had, but this is the first time that I have been to a free summit that was this intensive.
Yes.
Oh, and there's a reason for that. Obviously, there's an upsell.
Of course.
I was like, oh, okay, this is a little bit, but just based off of the free information that she gave us, I would be surprised if she didn't get a good number of people that signed up for the coaching program.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the camp.
Oh, yeah. No, like, the free game that she gave out, just the free game she gave out.
Amazing. I'm already looking at some of these other platforms, that AI platforms she talked about.
Yes, very much so. And she was just giving it away. She was just the only, and the thing is though, she was smart because she pushed, because she was going at a fairly fast pace.
Yes.
And that would, and now probably that was been time to purchase the replay.
Yes. Now I did upgrade. This is the thing. We see this sales funnel model all over the place, as Minnie mentioned, that, there is a free seminar, webinar, whatever, and you can stay free and get some game, but then they have the VIP upgrade. So I don't know if you did the VIP, but the VIP, it wasn't that expensive.
No, it wasn't.
I did it.
And not only that, if you think about it, even in US dollars, $47, you convert that to Canadian, that's maximum $50-$60 for 4 hours worth of information. Like,
and beyond that.
Yeah.
Because remember, she started at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Then there was a tiny break. And then was it at 1?
Yeah.
Or so we went into the thing. So she went all the way. The thing went to like about 3:30, I think. In fact, they were still going when I had to sign off. So I didn't watch the entire thing.
Yeah, it was. And let's put it this way: even if you stayed for half an hour, I say the majority of people, even half an hour's worth, you got a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
It was. I just went, wow. Like, there's not too many things I attended that gave me so much game, and I just went. Now again, we got to act on it. But if I act on even 25% of what she's dropped, it's going to take, even to the point where Minnie St. Clair says that's how advertising pixels work. You watch a podcast, you probably advertise her webinar to anyone who watched her podcast. She also says the power of the sales funnel. She knows what she's doing. It says $47 for our live stream intensive. Something is $497 in that funnel. Yeah, well, her big time programs are a lot more expensive. I ain't going near that. But what she already gave me, that's my level right now. But She was all in. She was so
When they gave a code for like $1,000 off, that tells you right there how expensive
yeah,
it is.
yeah, and she's done the miles. She's done the work. She's been doing it for a while, and when she calls herself the queen of AI, yeah. So right now,
She is.
I don't know anyone else in the game that is at her level. Again, I don't know everybody, but just the detail and other things too. A lot. She had a number of people that were on who were real estate agents,
Yes.
which I found
Yes.
quite interesting.
Well, there's this whole movement now. The realtor I work with, Gary Lanham, he is actually certified in AI. They have a certification
Oh,
that they do for real estate agents, and he got that AI certification because he's always been on the cusp of what's new, and if it's something he doesn't understand, he'll go and try and get training to learn it. So there's this whole movement now in real estate. In fact, and Lala could probably talk about that, and Ray McMillan could probably talk about this ad nauseum. That there is, they did the first AI interaction in Portugal, or transaction, I should say. So they sold that first home using
wow,
AI.
wow.
Yeah, in
Hold on a
Portugal.
second. I just want to, if you following politics in the U.S., this is crazy. The FBI raided John Bolton's home.
Did this just happen?
I'm just reading. Yeah, they raided in the last 24 hours. They raided John Bolton's home. OMG. Wow.
Huh.
So is America in a police state?
Is it even a question?
Ha!
It's a, you know what? No,
Wow.
it is a, I would say it is a pseudo police state
They
at this
raided
point.
his Ambassador John Bolton reported to be the target of FBI raid on his home. Wow. Wow. Federal agents searched Maryland home of President Trump, President 47's former national security advisor, John Bolton, early Friday morning as part of a long-running investigation into the handle of the classified documents. FBI Director Kash Patel ordered the raid, which was forced reported by the... Wow. Wow. FBI... Oh, no, Mr. Dan Bongino has appeared again. Public corruption will not be deterred as the raid continues on John Bolton's home. Holy smokes. Wow.
Okay, well,
But that's,
you know,
yeah.
they like smoke screens.
Well, no more Epstein. Oh, so we're going to be nice. I'm going to be nice people here. Look at this. Alicia Litter is doing a recap of her AI marketing summit on Monday at 7 p.m. So if you check her out on YouTube, she's doing a recap of her summit.
Mm.
So putting it out there. So Fitness IQ Camp says, I've watched her episode, Queen of AI gives gems. Oh, I think she gives gems and stones, not just gems. So putting it out there Monday evening, and she's doing a recap of the AI summit. Now, I don't think she's going to go for 4 hours, but I think she's just going to give highlights. But this is the thing, people. Take advantage. If she's giving this game away free, take advantage of it, because I don't know if it'll always will be there. She is really hot right now, and she's in her game right now, big time.
Absolutely. And for those people that may be attending InvestFest,
Oh,
since InvestFest is
yes.
the next week, she will be at InvestFest as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Minnie St. Clair says no golden nuggets. She's okay. Let me put it this way. How about knowledge bombs? She's dropping knowledge bombs wherever she goes, and so definitely someone suggestion. You may just want to check out when it comes to AI. Just
Yes.
may want to check out if you want to get next level. Which is a question I have for you, Dr. Tachi. Are you using a paid version of ChatGPT?
Oh, yes.
Are you using 5 now?
Yes, I
Okay.
am. I
Yeah.
am. And I do notice the differences.
Yeah, and wasn't that amazing what she did with ChatGPT 5 during the summit?
Oh my gosh. Just so many things. I think this is an interesting time and an interesting age that we're in. And I love AI. I think I've always loved anything that's new technology that can enhance our lives and, let's be real, make it easier. I think we also have to be careful to maintain our humanness in all of this and not get quote lazy with this, because it's really easy to use AI to do a lot of things, but AI is supposed to enhance human abilities, not take them over completely. So I think we just have to be very careful with that, particularly when it comes to things like writing and etc. Check things over, keep yourself sharp, right? By by checking things over, writing things first, then using that to help you rather than just letting it take over completely. But I love all of this game.
Well, also another highlight of Alicia's conference. So she has a team, I think 6 people. 3 of them are human beings, one of them being her sister. 2 of them are human beings. And there's herself and there's another lady, but there's 3 other positions she has on her team that are totally AI generated. I think her marketing department is all AI.
Hmm.
And it goes back to something I remember, was it 2 years ago, myself and Roger Dundas of Buy Blacks, we went to what was the name of this? We went to a conference and there was a gentleman who is the head of probably Canada's top, it's an independent media company. And one of the clients that they have is, I always, Ratukan, is that the company that makes the
Oh,
Kobo meat?
Rakuten.
Racket. I always get it wrong. And he got up there and did a uh, test case. I always forget what to call it. There's a name, there's a proper name. I'm not. But what he did is he went to them because it was one of their clients, and he said, "Hey, would you like us to do a campaign for you totally based on AI, like using AI prompts?" Now they said yes. There were other companies that they approached. They said no, we don't want that. They went to them. They said yes, and at the end of it, he said, "Would you ever like use a human agency again for a media campaign?" He says no,
Hmm.
and this is 2 years ago, and now it's like full circle for me coming back, seeing here's Alicia Little. 2 or 3 of her departments in her company are totally run by AI.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing, overwhelming, frightening, but there's opportunity. And as
There is.
she said that though the real key is become a master of it and offer your mastery to other companies.
That's the key.
Offering it to other companies is the real key if you really want to take it to the next level. It's one thing to use it for yourself, but how can you use it to generate income and revenue? And she showed many ways during that summit how to do that. Many ways. Like from writing a book to writing copy. I think she used like copywriting examples. It was so much. It was just
Yeah.
overwhelming in a good way.
Yes, I mean, I love that you can actually build team members between what the game that we got at the podcast summit Atlanta, and because they had a whole AI track, and she was part of that. And then what she was able to do, I just see you building. You can build AI team members to
Yes.
help you with some of these things, and a lot of us that are solopreneurs, you need that because you're not in a position to necessarily hire yet, but you need stuff done. So make use of AI to help with those tasks.
True. So Fitness IQ Cam says yes, which starts today. Yes, Invest Fest. Actually, Atlanta's a hotbed this weekend because there's not only Invest Fest, there's an all black national convention which run by Boyce Watkins, which is celebrating its 10th year. And they're
Mm.
collaborating with an organization that's been around for 125 years, black organization. Don't remember the name of it, but in these two events are within like walking distance of each other. So if you want to be in the hub of black entrepreneurship, right now, this week in Atlanta is the place to be. It is the place to be. So Fitness IQ Cam has a question for both of us. Probably you said, should entrepreneurs pivot to AI consulting?
Ooh. You want me to answer?
I'll let you go first.
Should they pivot to AI consulting? I think it really depends on in my opinion, on the level of consulting you need. And so, yes, it should be included. That's my the short answer. Yes, it should be included, but AI only works if it's trained well. Remember, garbage in, garbage out. So to use that as a consulting tool and it's not properly trained and it's not giving you're not asking the right questions and it's not therefore giving you the questions that it needs to generate things. So that's part of the thing. So yes, I think it's valuable, but it has to be set up and trained in a way that it will actually work for you. But I still think there's the need for humanness in it. And so here's the thing: consultants themselves should be employing AI to make themselves better consultants, because with AI, you can then pull what are people looking for, what specific questions are they looking to have answered that I can, so you can do all that type of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Minnie St. Clair says a good point. Fitness IQ Camsey says not every entrepreneur can do it well.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I guess there's two ends to this. Entrepreneurs themselves using AI for consulting, and AI is acting as their consultant, and consultants employing AI to better service clients. So there's two ends to that. I'm not sure which end um, she was talking about.
oh, I will just add in that should entrepreneurs present to consult? I think they should be consulting themselves on how to use it. I think they need to master that. Now, if they feel they can master that and offer that service to people in the industry or sector that they are relevant to, yes. But I think master it first. Now, we're still, from my lens, we're still early in the doing the AI consulting thing. There's still a lot of companies, more and more companies know about it, but they don't know how to take full advantage of it. That is where there's an opportunity where if an individual is really good and can show them how it can benefit that industry or that business or that person, that's where you stay. That's where you come in. But master it yourself first. Master it for yourself first, and then
Good
if there's businesses that you're passionate about and you have experience with, like so Fitness IQ Cam, you do with bookkeeping. I'm not knowledgeable enough to know how you can hit it to bookkeeping, but if you can expand and get a mastery of AI and how you can do whatchamacallit, business, how can I, there's a term I'm looking for. uh how you can get AI to help businesses become more efficient, better profit lines, profit stuff and all that. That's where I see. So not just a bookkeeping, but looking how you can become more macro when it comes to services you offer businesses with a financial underpinning. I know it doesn't sound clear, but I'm just trying to flesh it out in my mind. It would take me a few more minutes, but not just for business, but it really gets down. what is the business pain point or the business pain point? Okay. Can you, with the help of AI, present a solution to solve their pain? That's where I look at it. You do the research and you can present it to them and you can do it yourself for them, or you can teach them how to use AI to solve what's keeping them up at night. That's what I'm looking for. Obviously, if you can do it yourself for them, great. But if you can teach them how to do it, and they may probably come back and say, hey, we don't got time to do all that. Let's hire you. You do it. You're the expert. Bang. Just
Makes
a thought.
perfect sense.
Just a thought. I don't know if it's correct or not, but, find their pain points. Say, hey, these are the solutions. I cannot, and you can just present the solutions and say, hey, how can we learn how to do that? Then you can do that AI component, or they can just hire you and can you just use AI to help you get them, help them sleep better at night. That's what I'm looking for. So a little bit jumbled, but I hope that came out somewhat clear. There you go.
No, it came out very clear.
Good. Finance IQ Ken says, indeed. Yes. So just don't look at it as a bookkeeping. How can I apply AI to bookkeeping? And also it applies when you're working with a client. Many times they're going to tell you other challenges that they're having, not just the thing they hired you for.
Exactly.
And that's where you can probably fit in too and say, hey, you just mentioned this and this and this. Is that something you want to work on now? Or would you like to work on it a little bit later? Or is there something else? So that's why listening is key for entrepreneurship growth. Because if you have good rapport with your client, they're going to unload a whole bunch of stuff on you. And then just making a list and say, hey, would you like to approach this? Is this the main thing you want to address now? Or is it something else? Or is it the thing we started off with? There you go. So Fitness IQ Cam says it came out clear, and says also for the pain points mafia. that's between myself and Fitness IQ Cam for the pain points mafia. That's lingo between myself and Fitness IQ Cam. All right. I think for today, that may be a wrap. Is there anything else you want to chat about, Dr. Tachi?
Not necessarily. Just thank you for having me on. This was good. I called the test and it turned into a whole
Hey, you're hey,
that's good.
That's why in the next few weeks I'll be able to have more than one person on, because I know Tim wanted to call in, but by the time he wanted to call back, by the time he called back, it was close to his meeting time. But the next goal is in the next few weeks we'll be able to have at least 2 people call in live at the same time. Right now it's only 1, but I'm glad that this feature works. Like I said, I'm glad Dr. Taji called it worked okay. So there had to be something on Tim's end why it wasn't working. But next time, what's up for this weekend for Dr. Tachi?
How about a little bit of relaxation? I think I'm going to hit the beach.
Nice.
And just be. I will do some recording. I do like to record content at the beach.
Yes.
But so I'll do some of that, provided it doesn't rain or anything. But I think that's about it. What about you?
Today I've got one meeting a little bit later on that I've got to get 2 posts ready for tomorrow's show and Monday's show. And for those who are still on here, Monday we're going to get more in depth on Dr. Umar Johnson and Jamie Foxx. They're in some very interesting situations right now. So Emma Ansa is going to be on with her monthly visit. It's going to be good. She was really excited yesterday when we were talking about the both those situations. So bring your game about Dr. Umar and Jamie Foxx. And then tomorrow I'm maybe going to a visitation for a passing away of a friend's relative. We'll see if that happens. Yeah, we'll see if that happens or not. But somewhat kind of then tomorrow afternoon, prime time Saturday, and Sunday night, Black Men Can Talk, and then Monday, back with the morning vibe. So, and outside to get I'm going to enjoy some of the weather in the next 10, 15 minutes because it is very nice outside. So get that fresh weather. But as always, thank you. How can people get in touch with you, Dr. Tachi, before you exit stage left, as you say?
Yes, go ahead and reach out to me on Instagram at dr underscore tachi. So at Dr. underscore Tachi. And please make sure that you are watching Indie Soup Media. The best way to watch is on our YouTube channel, and that's INDIESOUP, Indie Soup
Oh,
Media.
look who just jumped in. Roger Dundas.
Oh, wow.
What is up?
Yay.
We still have to get that meeting between Roger Dundas and Dr. Tachi. That has to happen. This is good.
I
This
would
is
love it.
all right. Well, Dr. Tachi, thanks again for making the program better, and you have a great rest of the day.
You too.
Be well. All right. Roger Dundas. Hope you are fine. Hey, if you can see in the screen, if you want to jump in for a few seconds, you can go to callme.road. Oh, and he is calling in from Argentina. Love it. So Roger, if you're available, I'd love you to come on quick. If you go to callme.road, I forgot .com. I think it's .com. There we go. Callme.road.com. And if you go onto that screen, it asks you to put your name in and also put in the code FSPL8L, the letters in capital. You can come on audio wise for a few moments if you're up to it. But great. Hope that Argentina is treating you fine. Miss you lots, but I know that you are having, well, I'm speaking that you're having a great time down there. But yeah, great to see you. Great to hear from you, man. Don't know, Roger, if you're watching. I hope, I don't know if you heard this or not, but I'm not going to make assumptions. One of the co-owners, Jerry from Las Cuisine, transitioned in the last week. So I don't know if you've heard that message or not. Please tell me if you have or have not. Oh, he's coming in. Yes. Yes. This is good. This is why we love this feature. So we got Dr. Tachi from Florida, and let's see if we can get Roger in from Argentina. This is why I'm loving this feature. Can you tell me? Can you see that I'm loving this feature? Yes, so sad. So you did hear about Jerry transitioning, and actually tomorrow, Roger, Tristan Barracks is him and his family are holding a celebration of life for his father that passed away, Tristan Barracks' father that has passed away. So tell me if you're going to try to call in with this. So yeah, if you get to that link and then, you get to that screen, you put in the code and your name and say join call. And let's see if we can get you in from Argentina. And this is another reason why I love this app, because again, people don't have to worry about long distance calling. This is all web-based programming. So here we have Roger, who's in Argentina. We are speaking that he'll be able to come on. Yeah, here we go. Roger, can you hear us?
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Dundas. How are you?
Okay, how do I get rid of the echo?
That is on your end, not my end, unfortunately. Yeah, because I'm hearing it also.
Okay, I know. Hold on. Okay.
I think it's gone now. No, it's
Yes,
still.
it is.
No, it's
Yeah,
still
what you
there.
gotta do is get rid of the original YouTube brackets. Hey, buenos días, señor. ¿Cómo estás?
What is going on? How you doing? I'm still
Well,
hearing the
yeah.
echo, but we'll deal with it.
Still hearing the echo?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Oops. Yeah.
Yes. How are you? How are things in Argentina?
You know what? It's such a different culture from Canada, from Jamaica. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting place. Beautiful place. Lots of history, lots of culture, lots of art, and of course, a lot of football.
Yeah. Yes.
Football is life here, brother. It is the thing that connects people and disconnects them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
I can hear you.
Loud and clear. Yeah, so it's I heard about Jerry. Such a
Yes.
nice guy. I mean, I really enjoyed working with him and Diaka. I think what's her name again? Laz. We'll
Laz.
call her Laz. It's so sad when I heard it. I was so saddened to hear.
Yeah.
So saddened to hear about that. Really nice to work with, nice to just be out in his presence. I
Yes.
welcome every interaction, every phone call, every time I pass by there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Life is too short.
100%.
I don't
100%.
know.
How so Dr. Tachi says here, I heard Argentina looks a bit like Europe.
Yeah, well, Buenos Aires for sure. In the where we are is the center of the city, so you could say we're on Front Street, basically,
Okay.
staying at Intercontinental. That's the analogy I would use.
Mm-hmm.
There's a beautiful harborfront area. There is an area called Palermo, which a lot of people know of.
Yep.
Very similar to what I would say now. It's kind of like Young and Dundas, and then the surrounding
Young and
areas.
Dundas.
Yeah, so there's several Palermos, so
Right.
to speak. You know, there's Hollywood Palermo. There's different. I went on an art tour, so there's a lot of murals, a lot of art, a lot of history in the artwork, and the telling of the story of Argentina and the different things that are passionate to them. Of course, there's tons of pictures of Messi and Maradona.
Surprise.
I'm not surprised. Almost every street that I've seen, there's a mural or a picture of Messi and Maradona.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And so I'll tell you this one story though. We were at a football game on Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to watch. It's a Copa game. It's a qualifying game, so they're down to the last 16 teams now. One team from Chile playing a team from Argentina, right? It's in a massive stadium, 60,000 people. And the Chilean people, they have their section. 5,000 of them were there. So they're in their own section because they cannot go in where the other fans are. Right?
Yep.
Going to the stadium, there's riot police outside.
Crazy.
Right? It's in the news. It's actually in the news. I'll send you the link after
Yeah.
the show. But it appears as if one of the Chilean fans got a hold of the flag of the Independencia fans. That's the Argentinian team.
Mm-hmm.
And they did something bad to the flag, and it started a fight.
Oh, I can imagine.
And that fight ended up with a couple of things. 350 people got arrested. 10 people got very badly injured. At one point, we were thinking that one person died. And they suspended the game, which is very unusual, at the 48th minute. So at the start of the second half, 3 minutes into the second half, they had to stop the game. It's been on the news. Their equivalent of CP24, that was the main story all day yesterday.
Crazy.
All day. Yeah, it was bad. Very, 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 very bad. So I don't know what's going to be the result. I don't know if they're going to replay that game or whatever. But it was quite the experience to be there because at one point we're thinking, how the hell are we going to get out of the stadium?
Yeah.
Because now all the fans are on the field.
Yep.
Yeah, they have to protect all the players. And yeah, it was something else. It was an experience. And we're there with the boys, the 20 boys and some of the parents, the team managers and everything. Yeah.
Well,
an experience.
I'm glad you're safe. You and Chase are safe, so that's most important. Well,
Yes,
but
yes,
you're still happy to be there, correct?
It's such an immersive experience, and just to see the quality. There's no wonder why Argentina are the world champions. This is I guess how we invest in hockey is how they invest in football.
Football, yeah.
Yeah, like
Makes
everybody, that is what that football is. Every single solitary Argentinian loves football. And they are
Football
passionate.
is life.
Yeah, You know, when you go to the games and they have a marching band playing for the entire game, I've never seen that at TFC.
No,
It's
no,
just-
you're not.
It's not the same.
You're not going to see that, at least for the foreseeable future, for sure.
No, we don't have that passion. With the passion that they have for soccer, we don't have it.
No.
We just don't have it. No.
Well, good, good. How long are you there for?
We leave on Tuesday, so we've been here almost a week. Yeah, we've been here. Well, tomorrow morning we'll make it a week.
Okay. And
Yeah.
flight there was good?
Long, yeah. 2 flights, one to Bogota, and then from Bogota down to Buenos Aires. So 6 hours each leg. Yeah. Connecting flights. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's overall a very good experience,
Nice.
cultural experience in terms of the people. Not a lot of black people. I think the most black people I've seen was yesterday, and probably I counted about 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not. Think about it. I don't know if anybody can say, but I don't think I've actually met an Argentinian in Toronto.
I have.
You have?
Yeah,
Okay.
number of them.
Living here, like migrated from Argentina?
Yes.
Yeah, I've not. No. No. Yes, you know, there's one guy. Yeah, there's one contractor guy. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But very abnormal to see them here, and you don't see a lot of people from outside of South America that are living here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to let you jump, but hey, thanks for taking the time to jump in. I've been thinking about you and the family as always, so it makes me,
Yes, same here.
yeah, I've been happy to hear that, hear your voice is a calming factor for me today.
Thank you too, bro.
Well, look,
Let me jump.
yeah, I'll let you jump. We'll be in touch, and yeah, if you want, like, we can touch base through WhatsApp or whatever it means. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a good
Take care.
day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, there we go from Argentina. So we went south to Florida, then we went even further south to Argentina today. So that is fantastic. That's a great way to end off today's conversation. So let's wrap it up. Subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. Can we hit 1,880 subscribers by Monday's show? Can we do that? Also, follow the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Substack. Join the Morning Vibe Discord group. Email me at dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com, or click on the link that you see there, Discord link. Advertise your business, product, or service on any of the platforms that I'm on. Please feel free to email me. Also, coming up on this Monday's show, Emma Ansa will be talking about Dr. Umar Johnson and Jamie Foxx. What's next? Then, if you want to get a hold of Ryan Oneil Knight, that's RyanOneilKnight.com. Always have to say it's KN, not N. Also, LinkedIn, Ryan Oneil Knight. Instagram, at Ryan.Knight99. Email, workwithme at RyanOneilKnight.com. Myself, website, the drvibeshow.com. YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, The Dr. Vibe Show. Instagram, at the drvibeshow. X, at drvibeshow. Email address, dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. Catch me on Substack at drvibe.substack.com/subscribe. On Blue Sky, drvibe.bsky.social. And you can catch replays of this conversation on the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, Afro Caribbean Business Network on YouTube, and Ryan Oneil Knight on YouTube. As always, live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions. Aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. Don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Remember to give yourself grace. And thanks to producer Matt. He's not 100%, but thanks for pushing us through and pushing through to make this epic conversation happen today. And thanks to Dr. Tachi for calling in. Dr. Tachi from Fort Lauderdale. Roger Dundas from Argentina. Buenos Aires, Argentina. So it works, baby. And to Tim Frey, next time. God bless. Peace, y'all. Keep the faith while good, and we'll catch you soon.
this whole thing of using your business with plant-based products, don't you think your life should reflect that too?
Juke him, Carolyn, juke him. The family loves us here because they're saying Fitness IQ Can says put a wig on to get in.
God.
Oh my God.
Like the ideas are just coming fast and furious here this morning. What? Okay, look at this. Global Women Ambassador. Good morning. Look forward. Okay.